Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Vimal Kodai. Um, Today I'm going to present on a topic which I felt has been crucial to me as a survivor of brain injury. And the topic here is be your own teacher, be your own support, and how to achieve it. Just start with the presentation. While the presentation is on, I'll just brief on what's been going on and what I need to add to this presentation. Yes. So, be your own teacher, be your own support, but how? During recovery period, the individual going through emotional, cognitive, and physical process of recovery is often misunderstood. This is quite common. Brain injury symptoms vary from person to person as much as it varies from severity of injury sustained in the brain to the degree of blow received to the head. Often persons faced by the fact of living with brain injury and with its symptoms are marginalized in the society. Stigma, biases, labels, and all kinds of other pinpointing statements can be set forth. And this does affect the person who's recovering. Someone who lives with such daily tags sometimes feels that he or she is outside the norms. And challenges that can be faced surpass the expectations, right? And this leads to mental deterioration. Support can take shape in the following forms. People around you can support you, can be therapists, spiritual people, sages, priests, and your own daily good habits can be your support. Proper hygiene, good sleep, and a good schedule to keep, those keep you steady while recovering. One's own practices such as praying, exercising, being open to healthy habits, being open to healthy conversations, those lead to healthy recovery. Friends and close ones also are good support while someone is recovering. Support can also take shape in this form. And that's a question that can be asked. What if no support is there? In fact, that's what propelled me to making this presentation today. What if no support is found? What if there's no support there? Because there are countries in the world which are quite, countries in the world which are faced with numerous challenges, right? So let's see how one can find support from one's own self. So the question that I asked was that, what if a tiger is chasing after you and you have balance issues? So would you still stay still? In fact, that's the question which my therapist asked me once. Vimal, if a tiger is chasing after you and you have serious balance issues, would you make some effort to run or move quickly or just is still, right? One of the questions I asked myself, but let's move forward, please. We all face challenges in life. Life cannot be called life if there are no challenges. Challenges help us grow, and they help us feel weak and strong. They help us to shape as much as they help us. They help us shape. They help to shape us as much as they help to cause harm to our emotional and physical selves. Individuals living in countries where support is minimal are also faced by brain injuries and their respective symptoms. Some survive, and some do face challenges to survive, and that's the truth. So, uniqueness of countries such as Canada. This is what makes the uniqueness of countries such as Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and a few other nations. They possess resources, facilities to support the populations when incidents resulting into brain injuries take place. Other countries also possess healthcare facilities, except the level or degree of care delivered to its populations are somewhat different. Realistically, looking at facts, some countries lack proper resources and medical means and cannot meet the needs of those suffering from concussions, acquired or traumatic brain injuries. Similarly, they do not have trained professionals or right assistive technology to support the populations, thus disallowing proper healing. Now, my idea to make this presentation came from a theme of motivation and inspiration. What do these symbolize? And why do we all need to make such features part of our lives? Why make motivation and inspiration part of our lives? Motivation and inspiration both propel us to move forward positively. But how to motivate and how to inspire? I felt that I needed a reasonable answer to this prior to making this presentation. And I came up with this theme: be your own teacher, be your own motivation. But how? From what and from where? The answer lies in my own experiences, lived and gone through with brain injury symptoms and managing them. So this one is a bit personal, but I'm sharing it. After my injury sustained and while recovering from an initially severe brain injury, I received support from many parties. The parties were notably my parents, close friends, some close relatives, my medical professionals, my therapists, and some other few people who had high esteem of me and of my character. Brain Injury Society of Toronto, with which I was involved, did allow me to generate some good times in the part of my recovery when therapists were not deeply involved. When moving to Ottawa about 7 years ago, Vista Center Brain Injury Services provided me with, I wrote down some, but it was quite extensive. Support. So Vista Center Brain Injury Services provided me with a behavioral consultant only within a few weeks of my move here. It was very good, in fact, and I needed the help badly, and Vista Center did provide me with this support. And within the few weeks I moved here. And a gentleman by the name Carlos is here. So he supported me a lot. And with his support and with support of Vista Center, I was able to make myself comfortable in Ottawa. While working with Carlos in numerous activities, I could recognize myself in the role of a teacher in the Toronto School Board, putting myself to utmost effectiveness by being there for my students. Carlos likewise went to the extra miles to make himself available to support me. In fact, I got married right after moving to Ottawa. So my wife is here. So we're here. So she was the one who motivated me to write a book, which was published in 2021, a book of poetry. And she did the illustrations in the book, cover page illustrations, which was quite impressive. Most compliments go to the illustrations, not to the poetry, which is true. So also, my students do not see me as a trustworthy teacher I used to be. That was another reason which made me write this presentation. When I deliver this message to you, all I have in mind is to allow you to create a source of motivational spirits from your own thinking pattern, especially those who are recovering. And this usually dwells inside yourself, right? Seek from this inner self of yours, and you'll find it somewhere. It's something I cannot explain, but I could put it in a few words, which could help you to find this source of inspiration. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and search within yourself. You'll find this answer from the profound and immense vastness of your inner self. So, but how? Often when one lives in really challenging times in the aftermath of brain injury sustained, significant external, internal factors denies one to gain good energies. At times, one sometimes finds that negative thoughts invade us in abundance. In fact, recovery is often faced with lots of negativities, lots more than what we wish for. I think that's true for many of you who are recovering. Negativities do come up more. And to challenge or counteract these negativities, such negativities, one can put oneself in the spot of playing a game of chess. Why use chess here? Because chess does have when you play chess, you have an empathy with the what do you call it? King was moving around, right? Knight, and that source of counterattack, I call it counterattack. When you counterattack your challenges by not being brutal or aggressive, but finding those tiny pathways in between, right? That's one example you could use to challenge your challenges. Almost done. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. So, such counterattacks are usually filled with good habits, proper hygiene, proper routines. It's no mystery to you. That's what it is. Good hygiene, good routines, proper right behavior, right attitude, and finding your passion in life. What do you really like? Also remember that support may or will not always be available at one point in your life. And you will have to make your own decisions, choices. Get prepared for this part of your recovery phase. Seek inside of yourself, and you will find the inner voice that will talk to you. how each person has his or her own strengths and ways of handling things and matters. Only you and your heart's voice are the answers to this question. I think that's pretty clear. Basically, what I'm saying is that stick to a good routine and discover your own passion. That can elevate your motivation. Also, it allows you to seek for the answer that lies somewhere within yourself, not anywhere else. I think that's it.